and welcome to the MMBT-800 XYZ tool scope. In this video, we'll go over the features, components, and we'll show you how to operate and take measurements with this. Starting off with, the XYZ has a 6x8 stage, and as you can see, there are different holes and screw points where you can attach a fixture when you measure your component. Over here we have the power button, and this knob to the left adjusts the backlight. As you can see, we're increasing and decreasing the intensity. The backlight is very helpful for when you're doing measurements, that you can get rid of shadows and help get a more accurate count. And then this knob on the right will adjust the top light going down, so you can increase or decrease the intensity. We have the X stage over here, so you can adjust the X axis. And if you have a large part, what you can do is you can take this little lever on the front, you can slide it to the right and engage it so that you can move the stage left and right to the desired point, especially if you have larger parts, so you can do a larger movement. When you're ready, just push it back, and now it's locked in place. We have the Y-axis over here, so you can adjust that. You can also take the lever on the left of the stage, and you can drag that forward and back to your desired position. When it's set, lock the lever back into place. Over here we have the focusing mount. You have the large circle, which is the coarse, so that you can bring it into focus and make a sharper image. This little knob right here is the fine focus. So when you get up to the larger magnifications, you'll be able to increase and adjust in finer increments. We have the objectives right here, and the standard one has 3, 2x, 5x, and 10x. So you'll have 20, 50, and 100x magnification. To adjust, just take the little lever and adjust it. And when you're going from increments, always start at the lowest magnification, bring your part into focus. Let me just move this to the side. And start to bring it into focus. And again, see, you'll notice that at the higher magnifications, when you adjust the fine focus, the bigger increments you have. And if you require different magnifications, we also have different objectives for sale as well upon request. I'll get this back into focus. There we go. Actually, this one also has the eyepieces with the crosshair and the reticle. So what you can do is you can also look through the eyepieces to bring it into measure, but we usually use the monitor on the screen. Using the eyepieces, you will get a larger depth of focus and a better field of view. But for measurement, we'll be using the crosshairs. Right here we have the digital readout with X, Y, and Z axis, your different measurement options, and the keypad and the number. To be able to see what you're seeing, look at the little readout screen right here. To start with, we'll bring up crosshairs. Now there are different options with this one. Click to the left or right to bring up the menu. Click on the little measurement icon right here, and if any questions about the camera measurement system, we have a full demo for the camera on our website, or visit our YouTube channel, MMBT by MetroCAD, for the full demo. So click here for the camera measurement icon, and there are a few different options. You can do your own crosshair with the bullseye, and click to your point, and press the delete if you don't want that. You can do a scale crosshair so you can see the increments, or shut up. But one of the ones that most of our customers prefer is to enable the grid lines. And what you can do is shut on and off the lines until you only leave H5, which we have set up right here. And you can adjust the line thickness and width. Right now I have it on the thickest line so that you can be able to see it with the video, but if you want to make a very fine line, you can adjust it so you can have more accurate measurement. But for now, for the video, I'll have it on the thickest setting. Now that you have your crosshairs, what you want to do is line up your part with the crosshair. This will ensure a better accuracy for measurement. Now to start with these little numbers right here. We can measure, if you see the inches and millimeters, you can change from inches to millimeters. When the light is highlighted, it'll be on inches. So as you can see, there's 5 decimal points for the inches, and with millimeters, goes out 4 decimal places. So depending on which unit of measurement you need, please select which one you would like. For the measurement, you have different options. You can do a point, line, circle, distance, angle, skew, and origin. So we'll start with a point. And when you measure, what you want to do is you want to bring the point into focus on the crosshair. So if we start with 1 point, I'll press the point, and as you can see, it'll say Pro Point, Push, and to add points. So to start with, we'll just do 1 point, get it into the point I want, and press Enter. So now it'll give me the X and Y coordinates. If you need, now we're at Cartesian, but if you need a polar, which will go from a point of origin instead of the X and Y, you can press this. Whenever the light is highlighted, that means that's the point it's on. You can also do increments or absolute measurements. These numbers right here, auto, manual, and edge detection. This is if you have a light sensor, but as we're using a microscope, we won't be using this button. For programming, you can program measurements as well. So right now, if you want to ever save a point, what you will do is press the store button. Then you'll give it a number. So I'll say 3, press Enter, and now it's saved. If later on I want to bring up a measurement, I'll press the recall button, and I'll select the measurement I need. 3, press Enter, and now I got it back. Now, you can also, if you have this hooked up to a printer, print out the measurements as well. To do a line, what you'll do is you'll bring your edge into the crosshair, press line, and if you need to add more points, you can press the line or any measurement one again, depending on what measurement you're using, to increase. You can do 50 points total. So let's say I want 5. And the more points you have, the more accurate your measurement will be. So I'll bring a point, I'll press Enter. I'll move to the side, do another one. And for example, if I mess up, I can always press Cancel, and it'll delete that point. If I want to start over, I can press Quit, and now I can go back. So again, press the measurement, use the stage to adjust it so to go into the crosshair, press Enter, move your part into the crosshair, press Enter again, and you will get your measurement. So it'll show me my X and my Y and my angle. Press More for more information. When you're done with your measurement, press Finish. If I want to do a circle, let's say I have a screw that I'll be using, so I'll just bring this down, or I can use the large stage and bring my part into focus. I'll lock it up again. And again, please be careful when you do move the stage to keep your fingers away from the pinch points. And what's nice about the 6x8 stage is you can see that my part is a little bigger than the screen. But as long as it's on the 6x8 stage, I can measure it as far as the stage will travel. So to start with, I'll do a circle. And again, to add more points, just press the measurement button again. So I'll bring it to 1 point, press Enter, move it down to select another edge, press Enter, and move it to the side, and press Enter again. Now it'll show me, and if you ever have questions about what this measurement means, please look at the screen. It'll say the R&D. So I have my X is my radius, and my Y is my diameter. Press More for more measurements. It'll show the X and the Y, and any other features as well. When you're done with that measurement, press Finish. You can also do angles and distances. So let's go back to this part. bring it back into focus. And let's do an angle, or distance. We'll press the distance button, and then we'll select our point. Let's say I want to do, oops, maybe I want to do from that side to this side. Press enter again. Now this will give me the X, the Y point, and the distance. Press more if there's any more, and finish when done. And if I ever want to switch from inches to millimeters, it'll do that whenever I press the button. If I want to see what half of that line is, I can press this half button, and I select the axis, and this will select it in half, so I can see what the half point is. Oops. Okay. And if you ever need to zero out an axis, just press this and it'll clear your axis. This is nice if you ever want to measure Z. So if I want to measure the height, I will zero out my Z axis. So press that, now it's 0. And I want to measure the channel in this little part. So I'll start at one edge, make sure it's 0. Then I'll move my part over, use the Z to bring it into focus, so I'll adjust the course. And the number will give me the height, or the Z. Okay. Now, if I want to measure an angle, I'll press the angle button. I'll get a point on the first line, so I'll measure 1 point. And with the same line, measure 2 more, and get 1 more. Now I'll do the second line. Let's do 1 more point. Okay, so now let's go with the first angle, the second angle, press more, and the third and fourth angle. And also give me the X and Y coordinates. And press finish when done. You can also skew a part. So that means that if you have a part that is not in focus, you can have it skewed and have the readout measure it for you. So we'll press skew, and we'll do push line to add point. So we'll do a line. We'll do this one. So I'll start here and do 2. And again, if I want to do more points, I can do that as well. And I'll do 1 more point. So now it's skewed. So now if I want to measure my line, and as long as this button is highlighted, that means it's skewed. So I'll do 1 line, press enter, do another point, and now it'll give me the distance. If I press origin, I can see the origin point. Press skew, get 2 more samples, press enter, and press enter. So, press 1, oops, get my measurement, press enter, and my second one. So I'll give it to me, and again, press more to see the angle or other measurements. To turn off the skew, press and hold until it's off, and now it's back to normal. And again, if you ever want to just do a quick measurement, what you can do is zero out your axis and move it to the point, and the distance will be your measurement. And I can do that again with the Y, zero it out, and that'll be my distance. If you ever have to do a square or rectangle, what you can do is press setup, special measure, press enter, and then go down to the arrow to press rectangle measurement, press enter. And the rectangle will use 5 points. So I'll bring one point in here, press enter, move to the next point, and this one you'll do 5 points total. And as you can see in my readout, it'll keep track of what I have. So now it'll give me the length, the width, the X and Y, and the area and the perimeter. And whenever I'm done, press finish. And are you sure? Press yes. Enter is also your yes key, or cancel no is the no key. And if you ever are in a thing and you don't know what to do, you can, let's say you start pressing stuff and you just, incorrectly. To always get out, just press quit. And you'll go back to the main menu. Other things in setup too is, so if you do have stuff stored, you can see the other menu. If you want to clear any of the points you've saved, you can press clear and press enter. You can do a feature, and it'll delete the last one saved, and press enter, and done. You can also change the language. You can do special measurements. You can also do a program feature. So this is if you have a lot of the same parts and you want to do the same ones over and over again. You press program, record program, press enter, and give it a number. We'll do 1. You can store up to 10 programs with 100 steps each. Press enter, and now I'll do my measurement. And as you can see, when the program one is highlighted, we're recording. So I'll do my 2 points. Oops. Press enter again, and now it's saved. I'll do finish. And as long as that program is on, that's recording. So I'll press program again. To stop the recording, press enter, finish record, finish. Oh yeah, sorry. So as you can see, there's an error message I'll show you, but once you say program, press enter when you're finished. You want to run a program, press the program, make sure run is selected, and select your program number. So now, see, line is already added, and I've got my points. Now, if I did more points, it would save more points. So I'd press enter. So this is nice if you have a certain configuration that you always do. It'll bring it up so you don't have to manually edit the points. And click finish. Oh, sorry. If you ever need to change program, go down and do edit program. We'll do program 1. So I can do that. Maybe I want to cancel that one. There. And finish. If you ever need to delete program, click Setup, Clear, and go to Clear Program and select the number. And press enter. And click Finish. And finish to go back. So as you can see, it's a pretty simple user-friendly readout. Now I will show you some features of the camera. So again, you will either scroll to your left or right side of the screen. You can adjust the menu by doing the arrows on the left and right, so you can adjust which side you like the menu on. You can take pictures with the camera icon, and again, these save on USB, on the USB drive. You can do videos, and all you have to do is click on the one and measure it. This is very nice if you have train or a procedure. And click again to stop. Let's give it a second to save. You can bring up pictures and video with the preview icon. You can see it. Just back out to exit, and back out to get to the home screen. You can also do a digital zoom with this camera, up to 10x. Simply scroll with the mouse, scroll wheel, or you can click on the plus and minus icons to zoom in and out. You can flip the image side to side or top to bottom. You can freeze the frame. As you can see, I'm moving it, and I can click it again to go live. And if you have any questions about any of these icons, just hover over it to see what it says. You can go from black and white to color. You can also do a nice feature, which is picture in a picture. So if you want to compare parts, you can bring up a previous image and view it. And you can zoom in both as well. To delete, just press delete. Or you can switch pictures too by doing the left and right icons. But one of the nicest features too is you can do 4 pictures in one. So as you can see, they're all live now, but if I want to view it from different angles, I can double click to freeze an image, move my part over, freeze it again, move it, freeze it again, and that way I have all 4 images saved, and I can change angles, I can move it around, and to go back, or if I want to unfreeze one, double click it again, and now it's live. And then go back to the menu, do that to get full screen. Again, this one has point and click measurements, so all you have to do is select whatever measurement you want, point, get 3 points, and click. So again, you can either measure with the stage, or you can do the pixel measurements on the screen. You can do points and notes, so if you want to bring attention to different items. You can do annotations, so if you want to bring a defect or a fault into focus, or take any notes, you can press that. If at any time you want to change the color or text size, simply go down to measurement settings. You can select the color of the text and the lines, and you can switch the size, the thickness, and the font size. To delete, simply delete all or delete specific ones. You can also take a screenshot of the screen. So this will save your picture and your measurement to bring up for any note-taking or meeting that you need to share with your coworkers. And once it's successful, you can also export your measurements. So it'll tell you what type of measurement was, the unit of measurement, the size, and the area. If you ever need to adjust the color, or if you want to do grid reset, what this one does is you can change different parts of your screen. So by selecting a different group, if you have multiple parts that you measure and you want to change lines, what you can do is you can click and drag different lines and bring them into focus and have different screens saved for selected parts. If you ever have to fine tune and then enable all, will take it all off. If you ever need to fine tune, whether it's the color, the exposure, if you want to make it brighter, you can simply scroll or click and drag to make fine tune adjustments. You can change the color, the temperature, contrast, sharpness. And again, for a full demo of this camera, please visit our YouTube MMBT by MetroCAD or our website MMBT.us. And again, if you are local, you are always welcome to stop on by to sample and demo any line of our microscopes. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Or if you have any questions, you can email us at sales@metro-cad.com or call 763-595-7307 or visit us at mmbt.us. Thanks and have a blessed day.